The wedding day, a sacred, over-budget ritual built on a foundation of love, commitment, and, most critically, a registry. It's a carefully curated list, a financial safe harbor designed to prevent the existential dread of owning 3 mismatched blenders. Yet, in the grand theater of human obligation, there's always a rogue element. The guest who views that sacred list not as a guide, but as a challenge. This is the dark, satirical inventory of what happens when good taste and common sense take the weekend off. Forget the silver. This is the story of the gravel, the shake weight, and the looming threat of the flabby. These aren't just bad gifts. They are sociological artifacts, a testament to thoughtlessness wrapped in tissue paper and secured with a terrifying, aggressively passive-aggressive bow. 1. The mother-in-law's silent scale of judgment. The opening salvo in a long, cold war. One bride in Ohio received a single, solitary gift from her new mother-in-law, a bathroom scale. The groom received nothing. The message, delivered with all the subtlety of a foghorn, was clear. Enjoy that wedding cake, dear. The post-nuptial physical assessment begins tomorrow morning. This wasn't a gift for the home. It was a psychological weapon, a constant, digital reminder that the marriage wasn't just about love, but about maintaining a certain, judicially approved mass-to-volume ratio. It's the kind of gift that plants a seed of doubt not just about dessert, but about whether this family union was in fact a merger or a hostile takeover. 2. The lingerie lesson from great-uncle Marvin. The moment. The groom's 80-year-old great-uncle hands the bride a box containing the most skimpy, questionable lingerie imaginable. The entire ballroom, from the maitre d' to the person aggressively filming with an iPad, falls silent. The bride, under the harsh spotlight of 1,000 judging eyes, is forced to unwrap a piece of fabric designed for a much more private audience. The sheer, sticky awkwardness of the moment was so thick you could scrape it off the rented ballroom carpet. It was a gift that screamed, "Your private life is now my uncomfortable public performance." You just know he bought it at a gas station next to the truck stop energy pills. 3. The diaper genie of passive-aggressive pressure. The happy couple didn't have kids. They hadn't even talked about kids. Yet there it was, a brand new diaper genie. It's the gift of passive-aggressive pressure, a constant, floor-to-ceiling plastic reminder in the corner of their room that their biological clocks are ticking. Loudly. This isn't a thoughtful gesture. It's a non-negotiable demand for grandchildren, delivered with a smile and a bow from a relative who sees marriage as a mere prerequisite for procreation. No pressure, though. Enjoy the honeymoon, but know that the vessel for future family obligations has officially arrived. 4. The babysitting certificate. A hostage negotiation. Following the theme of unwanted obligations, the new mother-in-law gave the couple a framed, handmade certificate for 100 hours of free babysitting. Again, the couple had no kids and no immediate plans for them. This wasn't a gift. It was a non-negotiable demand for grandchildren, the sequel to the diaper genie. It's a prepaid contract for a product that doesn't exist, an aggressive investment in a future they haven't agreed to. It hangs on the wall like a ticking time bomb, a constant reminder that their biological duty is now being tracked on a spreadsheet. 5. The ex-girlfriend's declaration of war. This one moves from passive aggression to open psychological warfare. A professionally framed photo of the groom and his ex-girlfriend, gifted by the ex-girlfriend herself. The card allegedly read, "Never forget the good times." This isn't just a bad gift. It's a declaration of psychological warfare delivered on the literal first day of the marriage. It's a permanent piece of home decor designed to spark insecurity, resentment, and a potential house fire. It's not a memento. It's a grenade with the pin pulled, tossed directly onto the gift table. Checkmate, courtesy of a lingering resentment and an ornate gold frame. 6. The J.C. Penney Feather Boa Specter. A large, beautifully framed glamour shot of the groom's aunt, circa 1992. Soft focus lens flare, a shimmering laser light background, and the pièce de résistance, a synthetic feather boa draped strategically over one shoulder. The question isn't why she gave it, but where you hang it. Over the marital bed as a silent guardian, or perhaps in the guest bathroom, its soft focus, feathered gaze ensuring no one overstays their welcome. It's not decor. It's a terrifying, time capsule portrait designed to introduce a permanent aesthetic low-pressure zone into their home. 7. The framed headshot of The Giver. If the aunt's glamour shot was merely narcissistic, this one is a full-blown hostile takeover of the couple's wall space. A professionally framed 8x10 headshot of the gift giver himself, placed in an ornate golden frame. It's such a bold, narcissistic power move that you almost have to respect it. This gift doesn't say, "Congratulations on your union." It says, "Remember this day, and more importantly, remember me." It's a permanent, unblinking third wheel, silently judging their home decor choices and ensuring they never forget who really matters. 8. The abysmal art of the melting wax figures. An amateur artist in the family gifted a hand-painted portrait of the couple where they both looked like melting wax figures from a horror movie. The groom's eyes were pointing in 2 different directions, and the bride was generously rendered with 3 chins. It's the kind of artwork you hang in the attic, specifically near the furnace, to scare away ghosts and ward off any lingering sense of self-esteem. It's a piece that perfectly captures the terrifying gap between ambition and talent, and it's a gift that requires a very large, very dark closet. 9. The Macaroni Art Time Capsule. A piece of art made from dried macaroni, glued to a piece of black construction paper, and spray-painted gold. It's the kind of project you make for your mom in 3rd grade, except this was given by a 40-year-old cousin. It's a touching reminder that some people's creative skills peak extremely early, and that they are not afraid to share that developmental plateau with you. It's a gift that is simultaneously a fire hazard, a future insect problem, and a deeply confusing statement about their personal finances. 10. The Doormat of Indifference. A beautiful personalized doormat that said, "Welcome to the home of the Millers." An excellent gift, except the newlywed's last name was Johnson. This is a permanent, fiber-based monument to the fact that the giver was attending another, likely superior, party that weekend. It's a statement piece, silently declaring to every visitor that the Johnsons were, definitively, the second choice. It's a gift that forces them to either live a lie or forever wipe their feet on their own social irrelevance. 11. The Single Rock from the Driveway. A beautifully wrapped box that, when opened, contained nothing but literal gravel from a driveway. Not cool geodes or decorative stones, just dirt and rocks. The card read, "To help you build a solid foundation." It's a self-aware, pun-driven piece of absurdity. But at the end of the day, they gifted the couple a few ounces of stolen, unsorted detritus. It's better than sand, but it's still just trash. It's the physical manifestation of a thought that should have remained an internal monologue. 12. The Pet Rock. Zero effort in geological form. If the gravel was lazy, the Pet Rock is a masterclass in calculated apathy. Not even a vintage one from the 70s. It was a literal rock from the parking lot with googly eyes glued on crookedly, placed in a velvet jewelry box. It's a gift that perfectly captures the concept of zero effort in a tangible, geological form. It's a profound, minimalist statement on the giver's absolute refusal to participate in the social contract of gift-giving, while still technically bringing a thing. 13. The Half-Burned Candle of Shame. A guest gave a half-burned, vanilla-scented candle in a dusty jar. You could literally see the black soot around the rim and the uneven puddle of hardened wax. They didn't even try to hide the fact that they'd grabbed it off their own mantelpiece 5 minutes before leaving. It's not just a used item. It's a gift that perfectly captures the exact moment the giver realized their bank account was empty and their conscience was on vacation. It's the scent of pure, unadulterated desperation. 14. The Used Hotel Minibar Sampler. A plastic bag, still warm from being aggressively clutched, filled with a luxury sampler of half-empty hotel miniature bottles, 3 tiny vodkas, 1 rum, and a handwritten note that reads, "We only took a sip. It's not a gift. It's evidence of a petty crime and a weekend of budget drinking." Nothing says romance like the lingering scent of someone else's travel-sized hangover in a Ziploc bag. A deeply personal offering that should have been left on the nightstand next to the $10 water. 15. The Bag of Liberated Hotel Soaps. Similar to the minibar heist, a small Ziploc bag containing a collection of tiny, half-used soaps and shampoos, all clearly liberated from a Holiday Inn Express. It's like they gifted the couple the memory of their last business trip to Des Moines. The scent of that gift is pure, unadulterated cheapness and industrial-grade lavender. It's a gift that says, "I travel for work, and I thought of you while I was stuffing my pockets with complimentary toiletries." 16. The suspiciously sticky restaurant steak knives. A set of steak knives where each one was clearly liberated from a different chain restaurant. A suspicious, slightly sticky one from a Waffle House, a heavy-duty one from Outback, and a slender, delicate piece from Longhorn Steakhouse. This isn't a gift for the kitchen. It's a collection of evidence from a petty, nationwide crime spree. The guest essentially confessed, via cutlery, that they view the couple's special day as a perfect excuse to offload their stolen, mismatched inventory of dining implements. 17. The vintage 1998 Ford Taurus Owner's Manual. The original owner's manual for a 1998 Ford Taurus. It's not a gift. It's a piece of trash, clearly salvaged from someone's glove compartment and then wrapped in wedding paper. What are they supposed to do? Buy a 25-year-old sedan to match the paperwork? It's a profoundly lazy and deeply bizarre contribution, proving that even literal refuse can be disguised as a thoughtful, if irrelevant, gesture. It's the definition of, it's the thought that counts, where the thought itself was non-existent. 18. The stolen orange traffic cone. A single bright orange traffic cone, complete with authentic scuff marks and a bit of road tar. Was it a piece of modern art representing the obstacles they'll overcome? Or did the guest just get drunk and steal it on the way to the wedding? It's a gift that is simultaneously a misdemeanor, a piece of industrial equipment, and a profoundly confusing lawn ornament. It's a statement piece that tells the world, our friends are a public menace. 19. The Wobbly Bar Stool from the basement. A single wobbly bar stool that was clearly liberated from the guest's basement man cave. It had a permanent beer ring stain baked into the seat and smelled faintly of cheap cigars. A gift that proudly proclaims, "My garbage is now your new family heirloom," providing the couple with a piece of furniture that is structurally unsound and a biohazard, all in one sticky package. It's less shabby chic and more actively decomposing. 20. The stale corporate stress ball basket. A corporate gift basket from a regional insurance conference, with the company logo plastered over everything. Inside, a branded stress ball, a cheap pen, and a bag of stale, off-brand trail mix. It is a gift that screams, "I value your sacred union at roughly $7 wholesale." It's the byproduct of a forgotten convention, a testament to the giver's profound inability to spend any actual money or summon a single original thought. 21. The Random Pharmaceutical Company Mug. A generic coffee mug with the logo of a random pharmaceutical company, clearly a freebie from some forgotten conference table. It's the ultimate low-effort, panic-driven contribution. You can practically hear the guest's internal monologue. "I'll just grab this thing from the back of the cabinet. It holds liquid. Good enough." The mug itself screams, "My career," and the free swag it provides is objectively more important than your lifelong commitment. Enjoy your morning coffee, sponsored by Minor Side Effects. 22. The Single Crate and Barrel Plate Down Payment. A single dinner plate from the Crate and Barrel Registry. Not the whole set, just one plate. Was it a down payment? The first installment of a gift they'll receive piecemeal over the next decade? It's not a present. It's a piece of a puzzle they'll never get to complete. A permanent, tantalizing reminder of the registry they asked for, and the partial fulfillment they received. It's the most passive-aggressive way to say, "I acknowledge your registry, but I refuse to fully participate." 23. The Fondue Pot of Inaction. A fondue pot with absolutely no skewers, so it's just a weirdly shaped electric bowl for heating up a block of Velveeta until it burns. What were the newlyweds supposed to do? Just dunk their faces in it? It's a party hazard and a third-degree burn waiting to happen. This isn't a gift, it's an incomplete kit for a terrible party. It's the promise of a social gathering that will inevitably end in failure and a very, very difficult cleanup. 24. The Lifesize Cardboard Bounty Hunter. A life-size cardboard cutout of Dog the Bounty Hunter. It's hilarious for about 10 minutes, and then it becomes a terrifying leather-clad silhouette that lurks in the corner of their bedroom, silently judging their decisions. It's a permanent, mulleted third wheel that guarantees no moment of post-nuptial intimacy will ever be truly private. The gift that keeps on haunting, and a constant papery reminder of 2000s-era reality television. 25. The Big Mouth Billy Bass, a wall-mounted terror. The infamous Big Mouth Billy Bass, the animatronic, singing fish mounted on a faux wood plaque. It's the kind of decor that instantly lowers a home's property value and serves as a jump scare for every house guest, especially when its motion sensor goes off at 3 a.m. It's a gift that should have been left to the dusty corners of a 1990s flea market. It's the perfect catch for the couple whose home was screaming for a piece of loud, plasticky existential dread. 26. The Homer Simpson Chia Pet, the gift of unsightly maintenance. A Homer Simpson Chia Pet. This isn't a piece of home decor, it's a slow-motion maintenance chore disguised as a novelty item. The recipient is now obligated to water, trim, and nurture a terracotta cartoon character until it achieves a vibrant, if temporary, green afro. It's the perfect present for someone you secretly believe has too much dignity and not enough things that scream, "I gave up on tasteful decorating years ago." Dough, indeed. 27. The Unwanted IKEA Divorce Kit, a massive, flat-packed IKEA bookshelf. Not assembled, of course, just a 100-pound box of particle board, indecipherable Swedish diagrams, and a bag of 500 identical screws. This is not a gift. It is a meticulously engineered catalyst for their first major marital argument. The giver provided the couple with a guaranteed evening of frustration, confusion, and possibly divorce-worthy accusations concerning the missing dowel pins. Who knew that matrimonial bliss required a specific hexagonal Allen key? 28. The bizarrely ominous His and Hers handguns. A pair of matching handguns, one pink, one blue. Because nothing says "till death do us part" like His and Hers firearms, designed to settle future disagreements with extreme prejudice. Was this a genuine gesture of home defense for a couple living in a studio apartment? Or a truly ominous suggestion on how to resolve their first major fight over the thermostat? It's a gift that manages to be simultaneously terrifying and a profound statement on the inherent violence of domestic bliss. 29. The Live, Laugh, Love Existential Dread Decal. A giant vinyl wall decal of the phrase, "Live, Laugh, Love," in a swirly, impossible-to-read font. It's the official scripture of basic, manufactured home decor. A command to feel joy that instead fills you with a deep, existential dread every time you walk into your own living room. The sentiment is a forced mandate to happiness, and the permanent vinyl application is a curse they can never truly remove without destroying the drywall. It's an order to be happy, under penalty of kitsch. 30. The Homeric conflict of the football jersey. A Tom Brady Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey for a couple of lifelong Green Bay Packers fans living in the heart of Wisconsin. This isn't a gift. It's a preemptive act of ideological warfare. You don't hang that in the closet. You hang it in the garage and turn it into a dartboard, a permanent symbol of their new, football-fueled rivalry. It's a gift that weaponizes regional loyalty and ensures that the next Super Bowl party will end in a shouting match. 31. The Partisan political banner. A huge political banner for the candidate the couple openly despises. Whether it's a MAGA flag or a Feel the Burn poster, it's a guaranteed way to make things awkward. Nothing brings two families together like partisan politics right after the electric slide. It's a gift that isn't meant to be used. It's meant to be a social incendiary device, proving the guest values their political identity far more than the couple's happiness. 32. The Aggressive Self-Help Library. A crisp new copy of the corporate self-help book, Who Moved My Cheese, placed right on the gift table. It's a gift that subtly implies the couple is unprepared for the challenges of life and needs business world parables to navigate their marriage. It's less of a gift and more of a condescending homework assignment from a boss who assumes their personal relationship is run like a quarterly budget review. It's a manual for a problem they didn't know they had. 33. The Marriage for Dummies public shaming. Even more blatant than Who Moved My Cheese was the copy of Marriage for Dummies. It's a level of passive aggression so blatant you almost have to applaud it. The bright yellow and black cover was basically a public announcement, a neon sign broadcasting the giver's zero faith in this union. It's the literary equivalent of shouting, "I give it 6 months" during the vows. 34. The Fixing Your Marriage Preemptive Strike. Imagine receiving a beautifully wrapped copy of Fixing Your Marriage before it starts. Your wedding gift is literally homework on how not to fail. You just know the person who gave it, probably Aunt Karen, is expecting a full book report at the next family gathering. It's a profound vote of no confidence, a suggestion that their love story is already a fixer-upper before they've even signed the paperwork. 35. The P90X Marriage Intervention, a complete P90X DVD workout set. Congratulations on the nuptials. Now, no more cake for you. This is a gift that says, with a relentless, aggressive physical authority, I am already disappointed in the physical direction this union is heading. Forget the honeymoon. The only date on the calendar is an intense early morning appointment with a charismatic sadist named Tony Horton. It's the most overtly insulting and profoundly useful gift they will receive, and they will likely hate the giver forever. 36. The Flobby, the gift of bad hair for life. The Flobby. Yes, the vacuum-powered home hair cutting system from the late-night infomercials of the 1990s. It's a gift that manages to insult both of their hairstyles simultaneously, while also suggesting they can't afford a trip to Supercuts. It's an appliance designed to suck hair, dignity, and any sense of style right off their heads. It's the gift that keeps on giving them bad hair days for the next 3 decades. It certainly does suck. 37. The Great American Hot Dog Toaster. It sounds like a joke from a rejected infomercial, but the hot dog toaster is horrifyingly real. This kitchen gadget's singular, noble purpose is to toast 2 hot dogs and 2 buns simultaneously. It's a solution to a culinary problem that never existed. A gadget designed to streamline a task that takes roughly 90 seconds with a microwave. It's the ultimate symbol of pointless, specialized consumerism, destined to be used once before beginning its long, sad decay into inevitable garage sale clutter. 38. The Slap Chop, salad and sexual innuendo. The infamous Slap Chop, still in its slightly crushed, as seen on TV box from a Walgreens clearance aisle. The guest didn't just give them a bad kitchen gadget. They gave them an eternity of low-quality salad and the lingering, uncomfortable echo of Vince Offer's most questionable catchphrases. Now, the happy couple can spend their evenings chopping vegetables and making profoundly awkward jokes about loving their nuts. It's a gift that manages to be cheap, useless, and vaguely obscene all at once. 39. The Sticky-Used George Foreman Grill Biohazard. A George Foreman grill, heavily used and visibly caked with the ghosts of burgers past. The giver didn't even bother to scrape off the crusty remnants of past meals. It's less of a kitchen appliance and more of a biohazard that requires a tetanus shot just to unwrap. It's the gift of someone else's successful diet. And the new couple is now responsible for the archaeological excavation of the solidified fat deposits. It knocks out the fat and apparently all standards of hygiene. 40. The 5-gallon bucket of industrial mayonnaise. One couple in Tennessee received a 5-gallon bucket of mayonnaise. No explanation, no card, just a massive, quivering, industrial-sized tub of mayo. Is this some obscure Southern hospitality tradition? Or did the guest just want to ensure their first year of marriage was filled with an unsettling number of bland sandwiches and potato salads? It's a culinary burden of epic proportions, a gift that will likely outlast the honeymoon, and possibly the marriage itself. 41. The Fossilized Fruitcake, a cursed family heirloom. A fruitcake with the distinct rock-hard appearance of having been baked sometime during the Carter administration. You just know this culinary weapon has been circulating through the family, a cursed artifact passed from one unfortunate life event to the next. It's not a dessert. It's a geological sample of poor taste and a non-negotiable obligation to regift it. It's a lesson in family loyalty. The one thing you must never, ever actually eat. 42. The jar of murky gastrointestinal Russian roulette. A home-canned mason jar with a handwritten, completely illegible label. It was presented as Aunt Sue's famous pickles, but it could have been anything from pickled beets to a preserved science experiment from a high school biology lab. Do you dare play gastrointestinal Russian roulette on your honeymoon? It's a test of love, trust, and the strength of their stomach lining. The first rule of suspicious home canning is, you do not eat the suspicious home canning. 43. The Bag of Intestinal Warfare. A 5-pound bag of sugar-free gummy bears. If you know, you know. This is not a confectionery treat. It is a secret, sugary declaration of intestinal warfare. The guests didn't just give a bad gift. They handed the couple a shared, highly effective, and deeply traumatic experience for their wedding night. This is less a wedding present and more a subtle attempt to ensure the couple spends the first night of their marriage regretting their life choices and fighting over the bathroom. 44. The Case of Processed Mystery Meat. An entire case of Spam. 12 glorious cans of processed, gelatinous mystery meat. It's a gift that prepares you for two things: a harsh nuclear winter or a really, really sad series of future breakfasts. It's less of a present and more of a pantry filler of last resort. It's a silent, salty statement that the giver believes this marriage is headed for hard times, and they'll be grateful for the potted meat when it arrives. 45. The Ziploc bag of fast food diplomacy. No card, no explanation. Just a large Ziploc bag containing an assortment of fast food condiment packets. Arby's horsey sauce, Chick-fil-A Polynesian, a few crusty packets of Taco Bell fire sauce, a literal collection salvaged from the bottom of a glove compartment. This isn't a gift. It's a curated collection of petty crime evidence. It speaks of a guest who, in a moment of sheer panic on the way to the ceremony, executed a strategic raid on a drive-through condiment station. 46. The looming menace of the cat tree. Imagine the scene. A couple, both severely allergic to cats, the kind of allergy where a sneeze is a life-threatening event, unwrapping a 7-foot-tall carpeted cat monolith. It wasn't a joke. It was a monument to profound, almost cinematic thoughtlessness. This is not just a gift. It's a piece of unwanted, expensive furniture, a beige, shaggy shrine to the pet they legally cannot own. The giver essentially furnished their home with an enormous, dusty, allergen-spreading, passive-aggressive challenge. 47. The Live Goldfish, a trial run in fragile mortality. A couple receives a single, terrified goldfish in a tiny, temporary bowl. It's a living, fragile, high-maintenance object with the near certainty that it will be dead by the time they return from the honeymoon. This isn't a pet. It's a social experiment. A sudden, unwanted lesson in responsibility, loss, and the ephemeral nature of life. The perfect gift to start a new marriage. The gift of a shared tiny funeral before the thank you cards are even sent. 48. The Banjo in Brooklyn. A banjo. For a couple with zero musical talent, living in a paper-thin walled studio apartment in Brooklyn. This isn't a gift for them. It's a noise complaint-generating machine, and a premeditated curse upon their entire apartment building. They are now obligated to decide whether to learn a niche folk instrument or simply let it lurk in the corner, a silent threat of awful, off-key plucking and the imminent fury of their neighbors. It's the gift of a future starring role on their neighbor's Worst People Ever podcast. 49. The Sexy Time Mix on Burned CD. A burned CD with a Sharpie-scrolled label that just said, Sexy Time Mix. Nothing sets the mood for a new marriage like your weird cousin's questionable taste in low-quality 90s R&B, probably ripped from even lower-quality YouTube videos. You can almost hear the AOL dial-up sound in the track gaps. It's a soundtrack to profound awkwardness and the lingering question, does the giver really think this is sexy, or is this a cry for help? 50. The hand-drawn I owe you one gift posted. And finally, the pinnacle of bad gifts. A beautifully written wedding card that contained nothing but a single, folded Post-it note with 3 simple words scrolled on it. I owe you one gift. It's not a gift. It's a non-binding contract for a future disappointment that will never, ever arrive. It's the ultimate low-effort, high-cynicism promise, a commitment to perpetual procrastination wrapped in the beautiful guise of a wedding vow. It's a physical manifestation of an empty promise, and frankly, a masterpiece of passive-aggressive minimalism. Conclusion. The inventory of human folly. We've cataloged the strange, the useless, and the aggressively awkward. We have walked the gift table, stepping carefully between the Homer Simpson Chia pet and the ominous glow of the diaper genie. What does this inventory of unparalleled tactlessness truly tell us? that the act of giving is less about the recipient's joy and more about the giver's chaotic internal life. These artifacts, the single crystal glass, the bag of fast food sauce, the framed headshot of the gift giver, are not simply mistakes. They are philosophical statements. They are proof that even in the most solemn of human commitments, the spirit of aggressive mediocrity and profound, spectacular oversight will always RSVP, and it will always bring something from the clearance aisle. Marriage is a gamble, yes, but the real risk isn't in the vows. It's in the unwrapping of that last, suspiciously lumpy box. This isn't just about bad gifts. It's about the stories they tell. The half-burned candle whispers a tale of panic and poverty. The P90X set screams of judgment. The ex-girlfriend's photo is a declaration of war. Every terrible gift is a chapter in the great, unwritten dark comedy of human relationships. They are monuments to the fact that while love may be blind, the guests attending its celebration are often just confused. In the end, the most important lesson isn't about avoiding the slap chop. It's about the brutal honesty revealed when people are forced to translate affection into commerce. The registry provides the blueprint for a functioning life. But the gifts off registry, the gravel, the Flowbee, the corporate self-help, provide the true narrative of human folly. They remind us that common sense didn't just forget to RSVP. It was never invited in the first place. The marriage might last, but the stain of the lukewarm, used bath towel is forever.